Hi again. In this video I'm going to go through the steps on how you register for a PMD Pro1 examination. And I'm going to assume, as you see on the screen, the first three items here, that you've already purchased the exam and you've received your 3 emails from APMG, or at least somebody's given you the information that's in this email here. This is going to show you the exam login information, including the account name, the account number, and the exam password. So I've done a sample purchase, and I'll show you how to register using that information. So the first thing you'll do is open a browser. I'm going to open Internet Explorer, but you could use Firefox, Chrome, or any of the other browsers that you have. And you'll go to online.apmg-exams.com. I've already done that. You'll scroll down the landing page and you'll go to the middle item here, which is Start the PMD Pro Level 1 exam. You'll click on that. That will bring you to the registration screen. The registration screen will then ask you for the account name. We're going to go back to the email in order to find the account name. Let me do that now. Open up the email that I had. You'll see this is the account name, PB085RSTEELE. So I'm going to put that in here, PB085RSTEELE. And then the account number, let's go back to that again. The account number is 12911. Let's put that in there, 12911. And then the password, you have to be very careful that you use the capital letters and the small letters just exactly as they are in the email. So you can see it's capital RXM6U. Let's go ahead and put that in there, capital RXM6U. Let me go back and see what the last letters are. Capital V, K, capital G. Okay, capital V, K, capital G. Put in my first name. I'll be the person that's registering for this exam. We'll put in my email address. You have to tick this box that you've read and accepted the terms, and you're ready to submit and start the registration process. Now, one thing I want to mention is that as soon as you click this button, if you've entered all the information correctly, then you actually have used the exam that you've purchased. Now, if I click submit and it tells me that it didn't submit, it didn't go in, then I know I didn't enter all the information correctly. So let me do submit. And I did enter all the information correctly. And now I actually have up here a candidate number. This is my unique number, PMD stroke 460480, or I should say // Now you need to write that number down. You'll also get an email from APMG that gives that number, but you'll need that number if you have any problems during the exam. You'll need it to resume the exam. And I'm going to take you back to this screen where we landed first, where you actually started the PMD Pro1 exam. If you see just below that, there's an item that says resume the PMD Pro Level 1 exam. That's where you'll go if you have any problems. Do not start a new exam using the same number. You'll actually enter the information plus this PMD /460483. Make sure you enter capital P, capital M, capital D, and the / as well as the number. Okay, so I'm going to enter in my information. I'm just going to put in any kind of random information just to get this demo done. If it has an asterisk by that particular column, something has to be entered in there. If it does not have an asterisk, you do not have to enter. So I'm just going to put now postal code. Some places I've given the exam do not have a postal code. Just put a 0 or any number in that slot, but you have to put something in there. And then for telephone number, country, industry, most people are in the nonprofit industry, job title, and then pick the closest job group that you can find there. Now, very, 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 very important is everyone needs to tick this box to select if you require extra time because the language of the exam is not your first language. Now, everyone that's taking the PMD Pro1 exam should select that box regardless of whether English is your first language. What that does then is it takes the exam from being 60 minutes as the default, and it gives you up to 180 minutes to take the exam. Okay, so that's just in case you need extra time, and especially it's important if you're in an environment where the internet might go out or you might have some problems. This box down here, it says I do not want my results included in any public database or publication. You can just leave that one blank. I'm not sure even what that means. Okay, do save and continue. And if you fill out all the blanks, then here's where you choose what language you want to take the exam in. It says English, UK, US, and Australia, but it's all the same. There's Portuguese, Spanish, and French as well. So if you want the exam in a different language, you need to tick that. Notice here that it says your exam time is 180 minutes. If I had not ticked that box on the previous page, it would have said 60 minutes. And if you don't see 180 minutes, you then need to go back to personal details. You need to click on amend personal details and go back to the previous page. All right, so I'm going to read the instructions before I start the exam. These instructions are exactly the same as the sample practice exam, so you don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. It says start exam, ready to start exam. Make sure your personal details are correct. The exam is in English, and then as soon as you tick on this, your clock starts. I'll do finish exam, and then the interface is going to say, are you sure you want to end the exam? And then I'll click finish again, and then it tells me my mark. Now, if you want to have the email with the results sent to you, then you need to tick on this box, and then you'll get an email that shows your results. That's how you register for the PMD Pro1 examination.